Okay. So I understand from your counselor that they sent some paperwork to me kind of indicating that you're interested in looking into some other steps for treatment and interested in probably looking at coming into an inpatient center. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what brought you here? What brought you to thinking that what you were doing isn't necessarily working for you and that you may want to look to some further treatment?
It's causing me a lot of trouble in my day-to-day life. My situation is causing problems with the relationships with my family, and I'm finding it harder and harder to maintain work and keep working because of it.
Okay. Okay.
It's constantly being a thorn in my side, and I need to deal with it.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're definitely in the right place to kind of get some of that help. Did your counselor tell you very much about our program here, or what we do, or what to kind of expect?
I just recommended that I come and talk to you for an initial consultation.
Okay.
And that's what I'm here for today.
Okay.
Hoping you can let me know what the next steps would be for getting help.
Okay. So I'll just explain to you a little bit about addiction treatment and kind of what the different options are that you can look at. So there's a lot of kind of variety of paths that people can take when they recognize they want some help with their addiction. Some of them may have been things you've done already. Things like going to AA meetings or NA meetings, going to meet with a counselor, which is what I understand you've kind of been doing. The counselors complete some assessments and then they'll refer kind of further along if they think a person needs more support, which is sounding like what you're talking about. You're having trouble kind of maintaining recovery in between those appointments with your counselor, and you're recognizing that you need some extra support. So that's where we fit in. We're a residential treatment program, so this is where you would come here and you would live for a period of time. Now, different treatment centers offer different lengths of time, so you could really live in a treatment center anywhere from a couple weeks up to a couple months, up to some treatment centers go for an entire year. We here at Quintin Warner House will keep you in residence for 4 to 5 months, okay? And you would live here for the whole time, and you would go through treatment. We offer one-to-one counseling, we offer groups, we offer a lot of recreational activities, life skills opportunities such as teaching cooking and chores and all that kind of stuff. So you'll be kept really busy during your time here. So I don't know if you put any thought behind kind of the length of treatment you want to look at. Like, does this seem like the length of treatment you'd be looking for?
Whatever it needs to help.
Okay.
Whatever I need to do to help. So what's my first step with your organization today?
Okay. So your first step is exactly what we're doing here. So first off, reaching out for help and kind of discussing what your options are and what you want to look at. If you are interested in pursuing further with us, then we would have some paperwork that we would have you complete. It's mostly biographical information, so stuff like your address and your phone number and your date of birth and when you last used, and a little bit of kind of addiction information. So if you want to pursue with us, we can complete that paperwork. And then after that, unfortunately, we do have waiting list. So that's kind of the difficult part of getting into treatment. There's more people that kind of need treatment than what we have beds available at times.
What's the average length of the waiting period?
Good question. So average length is generally about 2 months. Now, not everyone waits that full 2 months to get into treatment. So while you're on our waiting list, if you decide to pursue with us today, I'm going to give you some stuff that needs to be done. So that could be things like maybe doctor's forms that need to get filled out, maybe some suggestions about attending some 12-step meetings while you're on the list. I would definitely recommend that you continue to see your counselor, because that's going to be good support while you're waiting and getting in here. And we're going to really kind of develop a bit of a plan for you so that you're not just in limbo and waiting to get here, but you actually have some stuff to do. Also, we offer relapse prevention groups, which happen 3 times a week, that I'm going to recommend that you come to. So really, you're going to be in treatment before you even move into treatment. Okay? So we can offer all those kind of support systems to you if that's something you want to look into. We do require that you have 7 to 10 days clean prior to your intake date. So the earlier we work on that, the better, right? And way we can kind of work on that is helping find you support, you coming to groups. Maybe your counselor might offer to see you a little more frequently while you're on the waiting list, but anything we can do to help you get that support that you need. I don't know if you maybe want to look into going to detox as well if you've used or drank recently. We can get you set up with that. But essentially, if you're doing all those things we need you to do, there's a good chance that you'll probably get into our program sooner, right? Because, you know, unfortunately some other people fall off the list. You know, changes might happen in program and we might have people leave. So as those things